So last week I announced that I was creating Deltarune VR, and that video did really good, getting me 2,000 subscribers in 2 days. Now, a lot of these new subscribers had some pretty good suggestions about what I should add to the game, such as this one. Please add a conveniently jar that conveniently shaped like ralsei, and then ralsei conveniently being in the jar, and then someone conveniently busting a hole on ralsei. Please add it in Deltarune Chapter 8 as for truck. What? Okay, what about this one? Never mind. Screw it. Let me just showcase what I added to the game this week while adding some of you guys' suggestions. And since last week's video was able to get me 2k new subscribers, let's try to get 10k new subscribers from this video. And if so, I'll add whatever top comment is into the game. So subscribe. So starting off this week, I created some more tiles for the overworld, because if you didn't watch last week's video, which you should totally go check out by the way, I'm creating Deltarune VR with 3D tiles. And I created a few last week, so I created the rest today. Once I had the majority of them created, I started making the rest of hometown. First I made a road, then I made the sidewalk and some new grassy areas, and then I got tired and stopped working. Let's move on to something cooler. Buildings. We all live in one, so let's make some. So for the first 2 buildings I wanted to put in the game, the town hall and the school, I asked Scinacz to make. He's one of the 3D models for Undertale VR, and he actually agreed, making the school and town hall in basically a day for the price of $15. Don't worry buddy, I'll pay you soon. And the buildings looked really good, so thanks pal, really cool. W Scinacz in the comments. I linked his channel in the description, so go subscribe to him. We're at like 13k, so we can definitely get him to at least 1k. Now we have 2 buildings on the map, so I think it's time for me to create some. I made this cat house, this greenhouse, a pizza place, I made an apartment, Asgore shop, the church, which is one of my favorite buildings because of how nice it looks. Not to mention my favorite chapter happens in it, that being chapter 3, the best chapter. Yeah, fight me. I put these into the town and everything already looks 5 times better, but the town was still a bit empty. So I went on to making Standard's shop. I basically just stole the Grillies model from Undertale VR. Wait, did you just say what's Undertale VR? No? Well, Undertale VR was just a little game I was working on. I currently put it to the side though to work on Deltarune VR. Not because it's more popular or anything. Subscribe. Next I made this diner, and now the world was looking pretty full. But do you notice something? No? Well look up. You see the sky's black, right? Well I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. So I turned it blue again, but you guys said it looked plain. So in that case, let's add some of you guys' ideas, cause I don't know how to make this look better. I think you should put more stuff in the background, like mountains or clouds, because you can't see them in a regular game, but you can now that you can see everywhere. That's actually a really smart idea. Why didn't I think of that? I went into Magical Voxel, started making this mountain range, and it looked horrible. So I found this 2D mountain outline, cut out the background, and made it 3D. And this one I guess looks better from a distance, so I put it into Unity, and yeah, that looks pretty solid. So thanks Greenberry GK. They also said add clouds, so I made 5 cloud models and put them in the game. Now I was gonna make them move, but I'll do that eventually. Trust. Now before I added anybody else's ideas, I had to redo the way I did the trees from the last video, because adding a lot of them causes the game to lag. So I made this low detail version of it. So now if you're far away from the tree, it goes into this form. Now with that taken care of, let's add some more of you guys' ideas. Add ray tracing. You know, that's actually a really good idea. Let me just hit the add ray tracing button and add Herobrine, add Herobrine, add Herobrine. Why would I add Herobrine? This ain't Minecraft, chief. Add it Herobrine. I was getting pretty tired, so I decided to take a break and give you guys a leak for the game. Let's see how everybody reacted. The king's chariot cannot be stopped. The king's chariot cannot be stopped. The king's chariot cannot be stopped. Not gonna lie, game looks pretty cool. Ralsei win. I need to hug Ralsei. Am I gonna be there? Slime. Get a drop. Crack Ralsei, crack Susie, crack Tina, crack Billy, crack Chris, crack Sin. Finally, I'll be able to crack Ralsei. What does crack mean? You know what it means. I don't think he does, little bro. I generally don't know what it means. But the fact that it has something to do with Ralsei, I really don't want to know anymore. You guys are just awful. Okay, I think everybody liked the leak. So let's get back to adding some of you guys' ideas. Hug Ralsei. I'm not gonna add a hugging Ralsei feature. Come on guys, that would take way too. Can you hug Ralsei? Please? Guys, I told you, I'm not gonna add that. Hug Ralsei. Hug the fluffy boy. Hug Ralsei right now. I would love to play Deltarune VR. that means I get to hug ralsei personally. Please hug ralsei. Man, if this dude don't add hugging ralsei, I'm coming to his house and busting. Okay, I'll add a hugging ralsei feature. Oh my gosh. But first, a shout out to one of our viewers, Toasty Bean. They literally donated on last week's video, not once, not twice, but 3 times. W Toasty in the chat, guys. My dude is literally helping support all the games I make. Thanks to them, I can pay more people to help model stuff for the game. I also asked if they wanted something for me to add to the game, and they said a piece of toast. So yeah, there's now a piece of toast hidden on the map. Very cool. Let's get back to this hugging ralsei feature. So to start off, I gotta give our VR player hands, because right now we don't have any. So I got this sprite of Chris, ripped off their hands, made it big, and now we have a pretty well made hand. So now, instead of this big fat blue blob being my hand, we now have an actual hand model in the game. After that, I went to Magical Voxel to fix my ralsei model, because right now, there's a few things wrong with him. Can you spot them out? Yeah, I know, they're pretty obvious. So, after hours of work, I give you ralsei 2.0. Now, just looking at him, you can tell the changes are massive. Let's get a before and after picture on screen, please. You see the difference? Yeah, we fixed his glasses. Huge change to ralsei. Thank you. Alright, that's enough. That's enough, I said. Then I made some animated models for ralsei, so I can animate a hug in Unity. And then I put ralsei in the scene. Now, why is he in the light world? Well, because he is. If you want to be all technical about it, saying, well, actually, this won't work. You see, ralsei's not lighter, he's a darkener. So technically, how about we add ralsei real form then? Yeah, not pretty, huh? Anyway, I did a bit of coding, and now we can hug ralsei. It's pretty goofy though, so I might remake it eventually. And also add a feature so your head doesn't clip through him, but we'll do that later, cause that's all I did this week. Next week I want to hopefully get some gameplay in, like the intro card cutscene, and figure out how battles would work in VR. So stay tuned. Also, I have a community tab now, so you guys can post things there and just like socialize with each other. And if you post there, you'll be as cool as this guy. Chat, do I have Riz? So thanks for watching, subscribe, like, and comment. Let's actually try to get 10k new subscribers from this video, so share it please, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.